Hey there. So, good afternoon. Right, we've had something happen today that has never happened before, and it just kind of validates the fact that I just don't think Facebook is showing my posts to people. And that is, I'm running a review session today, and no one has submitted a site for review, which has literally never happened. So, I'm going to quickly rattle through a few of the things that I talk about when I'm doing website reviews and some of the things that you can go away and look at on your own website because I've just come off a call with a fabulous lady and she's amazing. She's going to come into my membership and do a guest expert session in January for me around all the kind of legal side of our website. Now, we only connected because we have a mutual client. And so I was working on a project for a client and she had done all the legal stuff for her. So that's how our paths crossed. I looked at her website and I would never have assumed that she worked with the kind of people that I work with, because she was talking about being a commercial lawyer. And that to me suggests that she works with really big businesses, which she does, but she has incredible packages available for small business owners like you and me. And this is a classic case of that kind of blindness that we have on our own website and within our own messaging. So I made an assumption that she only worked with big corporate businesses. And yet when I talked to her just now, she showed me all these packages that she's got for startups, for entrepreneurs, the kind of people that I love working with. And so she's going to come in to the membership, to my membership next month, and going to talk us through all of the kind of legal side of things, stuff that we need on our website, but also contracts, copyright, all that kind of stuff. So Anna Louise, good to see you. So yes, so Anna Louise, you will meet her next month. But when we were looking through her website, she said, is there anything else on my website that I should be aware of? So she had her social media icons up in the top right-hand corner of her website, which, as any of you will know, if you have seen any of my website reviews, is one of my little niggles, because I feel like that is inviting people, working really hard to invite people into your website and then encouraging them to bounce off again, because when they bounced off to TikTok or Instagram or wherever you're sending them to, they're never coming back. So removing those tiny icons from your header is a good idea. So she's going to move those. And the other thing was she's got all these amazing resources like checklists for startups, checklists for putting your website live to make sure that you cover off all of your all of the legal stuff that you need to have on there. And that's not just a privacy policy, your cookie policy, your terms and conditions, but she talks about loads of other stuff as well. So that would be an amazing resource for people who are landing on her website to actually see and be able to go ahead and download. She's already got downloads. All she needed was a button. So sometimes she's like, I've been so happy with my website for so long, and it never occurred to me to look at any of this stuff. Now, I didn't get on a call with her to review her website, but I had just pointed out that it didn't occur to me that she worked with the kind of people that I work with, and until I had a call with her, until I actually spoke to her. And so it's really interesting to have a look at where our blind spots are and think about what it is that we are not open to and that we're not seeing on our own website. Show it to somebody, show your website to somebody else and say, what do you think I do? I don't know if any of you remember during lockdown, I had a conversation with my son who was 9 at the time, and I showed him a few websites and said to him, what do you think it is that these people do? And I showed him, they were all coaches' websites. And there was about 5 of them that I showed him. He literally stood over my shoulder as I flicked between the 5 of them. And for one of them, he thought that she was a model. For another one, he thought she was a gardener. And so it went on. So he was reading the words that she'd written. So I said to him, I just want you to look at it, read the words, and then tell me what she does. And it was astonishing. And we should be looking at our own websites through those eyes, through the eyes of a 10-year-old, and think, okay, if a 10-year-old was looking at my website, what does this initial top of the website, so above the fold, before people have to scroll, what is it saying to them? And if it's saying something like live your best life, or, you know, that could be a model, or it could be a gardener, or it could be somebody who jumps out of airplanes for a living. You know, you're not necessarily talking to someone as a life coach, if that's what you do, or as a wellness coach, or whatever it is. So be specific. I think this is the thing that we need to understand. We need to really knuckle down and understand what it is that other people are seeing when they land on our website. So let me have a look in the chat. So Yeah, Anne Louise. Honestly, I'm excited. I tell you why I'm excited about bringing her in. Her name's Claire. And I had such a normal chat with her before we actually dived into kind of work stuff. And she's just so lovely. In fact, we realized that we kind of live a parallel life. We're very similar. But I've spoken to lots and lots of lawyers before, and they're all brilliant, super smart people. But she's the one who kind of breaks it down in a way that I understand more than anybody else. And she's just a really, really normal person. So that's why I'm excited for her coming in and chatting to us. So Gillian, yes, sounds useful. Right. Jackie, hello. Good to see you here. So Jackie, make sure you get your website finished and come along and join us over in the Visibility Vault before January, because you'll enjoy that talk too. Okay, so I was here to do website reviews. I don't have any submissions for website reviews. It's like astonishing, astounds me. But I think people maybe just didn't see the post. Maybe I didn't post it early enough, but I don't have any websites to review. So that's why I just wanted to just talk to you about those blind spots that we can have on our websites and small little things that we can do to improve our website. So I have a whole checklist. If any of you are wanting a checklist of ways that you can improve your website, then let me know, because I have a whole load of stuff that just works. Little things like improving the white space on your website. When I'm saying white space, I don't necessarily mean the white stuff, but the negative space on your website. That means giving things more space to breathe, more space around it, more padding, more margin than you would normally expect to add to an element. If you're a graphic designer, you know all about white space and you know how important it is. It actually helps draw the eye to particular elements on your pages. So give those buttons some space so that they can stand out, so that people actually can see them and can go ahead and press them. Jackie, you'll get it done. Anne-Louise, you did such a good job previously. Maybe, right? But I've got thousands of people over in the WordPress Happy community. You'd think some of them would want to have their websites reviewed. Maybe they're a little bit shy. And that, you know what? There is definitely sometimes a little bit of hesitancy about and vulnerability about putting yourself out there and asking someone to review your website, because it can feel scary, because people are like criticizing or giving us feedback on something that we've spent a lot of time creating, and I totally get that. So Julie, hey, good to see you. So I'm actually just going to wrap up because I didn't have any submissions for reviews. So if you go back and you just watch the replay, you'll see I've just given you some tips about how we can look out for the blind spots on our website and things that we might be able to do to improve them. All right. Okay, awesome. Lovely to see you guys. Thanks for coming along. And as usual, I just appreciate you finding me over on the page rather than in the group. And I will be back at the same time next week. Some of you I may see this evening in the Visibility Vault for our evening call. All right. Take care. Bye for now.